Okay. Twitch is live and YouTube. I don't know why I can't see. Oh no. Okay, okay, it's all working. Great. Awesome. Okay, I guess I'll see later when I actually review the footage, but I think I'm live on both YouTube and Twitch now, which is nice. All right, let's get to work then. Let's see, I'm just saving a copy of all these settings. Most of these are default, but I'm just saving them just in case. I don't think I changed anything here. Okay, these were important. And material. Forgot each of these have their own thing as well. Okay. So this is the material albedo. This is the material properties. Don't think I did anything here. So fur grooming. Let's see. Hairs. I mean, I have it here, so I can always come back to it, I guess. All right, so first things first, I need to, let's see, I think this is the final. I think this is the final one. I'd just like to confirm before I continue. Assets complete. 25th of March. If I could just find it. That's one of the big things I've learned from this process. is to manage my assets better, because it's been quite messy, the folders, the naming structure. But yeah, my goal for this stream, basically I had this model done. Let's see, is it this one? No. It's this one minus the first shader. If I disable it somehow. How do I disable it? I don't even know. Maybe this one? Yeah. So I had this model that I prepared kind of a while ago. I think it was early this year or towards the end of last year. Actually, might have been towards the end of last year. But I kind of rushed it, so there's like a few kind of issues. Like, it's nothing big. I mean, it worked, but like you can see the collar here is kind of, you know, there's a big gap from the clothes and the body. There's some texturing issues, and the back is open like this. And it wasn't terrible for kind of a quick version, like a rushed version that I finished, but I've been meaning to kind of fix up all these things, as well as add a couple things, so I have made some tweaks. Obviously I haven't applied the textures. I think that's the first thing I'm going to do. Actually, I'm just noticing this here. I do wonder if that's going to be an issue. I might re-import this just to be certain that, just to be safe, you know, that I have the latest version. But like I said, I just need to find the find the thing, because I thought I had a folder specifically. Oh, it's in stream. Where did I put it? Oops. I'm just blanking completely right now. Hold on. Is it yeah, here. Okay. VTuber assets, model 2. Complete. Okay, 26th of March. And this one is from 25th of March. Yeah, I think I re-imported just to be safe. Or do I? I think I do. So my export. Wait, is it the my export I want or the mix and all? I want the my export. I want this one. And there's a few settings I need to check. So I can enable this. I need legacy blend shapes. A rig, I need humanoid. And I need to fix this. Okay, that should be fine. So rig is good. Model. I think this is correct. I'm just gonna compare it real quick. This is the current one, and this is the... This is the old one, so... Right, enabled. Legacy blend shapes, import area. Yeah, okay, all good. This should be all good. So this is the cleaned up version. It's very similar. The textures are updated, and I'm also experimenting with a fur shader. Gonna bring the music down a little bit. Let's see. So I actually made some posts on Blue Sky, which you can... Oops. Do I have anything personal here? No. So this is my Blue Sky, just in case you wanna follow me. But yeah, so this is like, this is the old kind of flat texture I used to have for, you know, for my skin. I didn't have any fur shaders or anything, and then I found some free versions of a fur shader and did a little experiment. It's too fluffy here, but when I was testing it, it actually looked quite good in some areas. So like here on the back of the ears, back of the neck, and the side of the face. So, and this was testing on the old model with the old textures and stuff, and a very rushed grooming job. So my goal now is to basically, I have re-imported the latest version. As you can see, there's, you know, some small fixes. I had some scale issues with the arms, and I've closed up the gap between the gown and the... I wonder if I should go back and fix this real quick. I'm a little bit worried now. I guess it depends how it's gonna look when I... Can I actually preview this here? Because normally I'll be standing kind of like this. Shit, do I worry about it, or do I keep going and hope for the best? I just kind of don't want to go through the whole re-importing thing again. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but... You know what? I keep going, and we'll kind of see later. So let me bring in my new textures. Actually, what was my structure? So I had a folder for textures and materials. But this time I think I'll extract the materials. Oops. Okay, luckily there's no... Yeah, I'll extract the materials here. There's probably a better way of doing it, but it's fine. And the textures I will put on its own folder though, because it's just gonna get messy if I don't. Oh yeah, another thing on the new model, I so I obviously fixed up the gown. I think I made some changes to the bandages as well. There's like 3 layers now, or they're just bigger or something. Lengthened the arms because the scale was weird, the proportions were weird. Socks, close the gown, and there's even underwear under the model, so that's fun. Not that I plan to run around naked, but you know, it's the little details, it's the little things. Actually, before I continue, I want to just check something real quick on YouTube. Is there any way? Okay, yeah. Or maybe I can do this later. Actually, I just want to update some stuff on YouTube, the description and stuff. So, VTuber. Textures and first shooter. It's just because I'm using this playlist of music, so I need to add some credit to the description. Music by KC. And I might as well add some tags, I think. Maybe make a playlist. Live stream or past live streams. And I might as well add some tags, so VTuber 3D, VTuber, Warudo, software, Unity3D. Yeah, I'll add more later. Okay, that's it. Okay, back to work. So my textures, I will, how do I do this? I'm gonna add another project tab, which I'll put here, or maybe up here even. Nope, here. Here. My indecisive ass. Okay. And I will pin this one. Okay, so we'll start with, I think the material should be applied here already. Oh, actually, before I continue, let me just double check that the blend shapes are working, because I've had issues with this in the past where export and import of, yeah, there we go. Fun fact about goats, when I was working on this model, goats only have a bottom row of teeth. So you'll notice the model actually doesn't have upper teeth because, well, goats don't either, so that was kind of I like goats, but like I didn't know that much about them, so when I was researching stuff for the model, for the character, I found that out, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, but blend shapes are fine, so wait a minute. Why do we only have think we're missing some materials. Oh, it's because It's because I extracted them after I had pulled it into the scene, I think. So I need to add... We're missing the socks. Right? Or is it because the meshes are separate? Oh, the meshes are separate. Okay, that's fine. Never mind. Okay, let's start with the body. Textures. See, this is what I mean about naming conventions, because it gets messy real quick. So, oh, it also, yeah, I think this might be better to set it up manually because it's put the wrong shader here as well, so I just need to change all of these. Can I do it this way? Yeah. Okay, body. Let's see the magic happen now as I drop these in. So body. Ooh. Oh, it's because I don't have lighting? Wait. Why is it so dark? I did not... Look, you can see in the preview here, it's not that dark. The light is here. Why is it so red? That is not at all what... Okay, maybe it's gonna fix itself as I add the other maps. So metallic smoothness. No. Why is it... What? I'm so confused. It's like... It's not even applying the texture, it's applying an average color of the texture. Why has that happened? Texture type. Input texture. sRGB? No. Texture shape 3D? No, that's not a 3D. Maybe disable the alpha? Nope. Input texture alpha. That's weird. Why has that happened? Do I have the wrong shader? No, I don't think so. Wait, let me look at my... Yeah, it's standard shader. Which is very weird. Can I reapply it? Huh. This is the body, right? Albedo transparency. Have I maybe exported the wrong texture maps? Or is the wrong UV set? No. I'm so confused. Okay, let's add a normal. Maybe that's gonna fix it. Yikes. It's like, it's weird. It's not actually using the texture. It's using the color here. Am I dumb? Like, it seems like I'm missing something. Okay, wait. Is it literally just this? It's supposed to be... Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, let me see. Are all the details here? If I disable this, turn off lighting. Okay, I think it's there. I think it's just really low resolution. I used 2K textures, but... Oh, wait, I was gonna use 4K just because my UVs are kind of crap, so... You know what? Give me a second and I will... Real quick, I'm gonna maybe re-export the textures. Maybe. To be honest, maybe it doesn't matter. I don't think I'll have like crazy close-ups anyway. At least I'm not planning to yet. No, let's just keep going. So eyes. Albedo. Sorry about that. Actually, wait. You know what I'm missing? I'm missing a BRB. Missing a BRB screen. I thought I had one, but... You know, it's gonna be quicker if I just go and grab some. I just want to grab some water. Okay. So another big change from the old version to the new. Here's the old. I had these goat type of eyes, you know, goat styled eyes. If I just find some pictures of goats. Goat eye. So as you can see, goats have these kind of horizontal pupils, I guess. These are pupils, I think, right? Or is this the iris? I keep mixing them up. Oh! There's... Dude, I should get these in real life. Contact lenses to make your eyes look like goat eyes. That's crazy. But anyway, my old model had this horizontal line to be kind of like a goat, you know, because it's a goat head transplanted onto a human body. But I decided for this new one to try a human eye. And we'll see kind of how it looks. It should be easy enough because it's its own separate texture or material channel, so I could fairly easily switch between them. So it's really no big deal. But yeah, I'm just trying it out. So let's say in regards to like backstory and lore for this character, you know, obviously it's some kind of experiment of putting an animal head on a human body, but maybe they also transplanted the eyes of a human. Actually, now I'm curious. Hold on, I'm just getting distracted, but you know, there's like some animals see differently from humans. What does a goat's vision look like? Goats are placed, pupils are elongated. Oh, as the head rotates, the pupils rotate to remain horizontal. And they have a 320 to 340 degree field of view. That's... wow. So how do they see? Like, because some animals they see in different kind of colors or color spectrums, so I'm just wondering what that would actually look like. I think I briefly went into this, but I couldn't find much out. Spectrum 8 to goat C. Goats see using 2 types of receptor, like the monkey, while humans see with 3, like the monkey on the right. Okay, so they're like similar to the left here. So it's actually not. It's like kind of a desaturated. Oh, is this? What's it called? Like color blindness. Would this be yellow, blue, color blind? Or maybe they're protanopia? Protanopia. I think they don't see red. I think that's the thing. Protanopia. So yeah, they see yellow and blue according to this. Dichromatic. Yeah, so they're... I don't know the terms. I guess that means they're red colorblind. Is that what it's called? Red color blind. Yeah, protanopia, unable to perceive any red light. So you can see here the red berries, they turn green. The red kind of hair or fur on this monkey turns kind of greenish yellow. Okay, interesting. Okay, enough of a distraction rant. But yeah, it's interesting. I thought it would be more extreme, but I don't know why I went on that whole tangent, but the point is, I'm experimenting with human eyes, so the goat has human vision, or the goat man. Let's continue. So we have our smoothness to make the eyes nice and shiny. And I don't know if I used... Did I use a lot of normal? Did I even do anything here? I don't think I actually did anything with the normal. So it doesn't seem to be affecting much. Maybe I should have to add some depth, but man, my throat. I am out of practice for for streaming and talking for extended periods of time. I need to get back into it. I'm rusty, I guess you could say. Okay, we have shiny eyes. Moving on to the gown. I'm taking it in order of textures in this list here. So let me re-enable this. The gown also has some updates, of course. And this is another thing, I want to add some variations to textures, but for now I'm just going to go with one. It looks similar to the original. If I just quickly swap between the two. It's similar, but you can see it was kind of... I mean, the pattern is different. I have circles instead of this kind of crisscross shape. You can see the fabric texture is kind of... I don't know. I don't know if I should say basic, but it's kind of weird. Let me finish adding. So we have albedo, smoothness, and then this should have some nice normals. Just need to fix it. So the fabric itself is maybe less intense, but the old version was kind of maybe too... kind of, I don't know, I can't think of a word. Basic, but also just not thought out. It was just like horizontal pattern lines of the fabric. So here I've gone for kind of a more synthetic material. And there's also some more wrinkles. And in addition to that, if we look at the old one again, I had this one color around, which was also kind of not the cleanest, you know. Nothing around the arms or the bottom. And in the new one, still have the collar, but it's cleaner now. There's actually some height to it. And there's also some around the arms and around the bottom. And of course the back. If I just rotate the light, the back has these little strings. I considered adding this kind of like seam, this white line from the back here, but I think it's fine like this. And yeah, we have some nice wrinkle details as well all around. It's not photorealistic, but since I'm adding the fur shader, I just wanted to kind of go up in the level of detail a little bit, be a bit more thoughtful of how I design and texture stuff. And same as with the eyes, I want to make some variations of this pattern. Maybe even have it like an interactive thing in streams where people can change the color or the pattern to whatever they want. Of course, even later in the future, I'm gonna have, you know, whole different outfits, but in this current arc of the story, I suppose, of the lore, we are still in the laboratory, so he's in this kind of patient hospital gown outfit. But yeah, that's everything for the gown. Let's move on to the head, I think. Yep. So the base texture for the head is similar to the old one I had. Oh, I think my cat just farted. My cat's sleeping behind me, and the room just suddenly got stinky. I think he farted, dude. Must be having some some good dreams. Sorry, I was just checking YouTube, my YouTube stream preview just to make sure everything's working. Yeah, that's kind of nasty, dude. But yeah, base texture for the head is similar. Maybe some differences in the horns and stuff. Some separation, some smoother separation of skin, exposed skin and hair. But this doesn't matter too much because I will have that fur shader going on top. So let's just finish it up. Smoothness and the normals. I think the biggest difference is the skin texture I have for like the exposed skin. Because yeah, like a goat isn't covered, isn't fully. Oh, actually, I mean it depends. Some are more covered than others, but like here you can see, you know, they still have some exposed like pinkness. Some exposed skin where the hair stops here and the upper lip. Some in the ears. Obviously in the future I want to kind of keep pushing it to like more and more photoreal. Maybe I change my mind completely and go kind of stylized, but this is kind of like this stylized realism, maybe not quite. I don't know. I'm just doing the best I can at the moment. So when I'm ready to go to the next level, it's gonna be kind of like probably a whole new version of the entire model. The purpose of this one is just to kind of get started. I want to start, you know, exploring the character, sharing the character, the lore and everything. So it will do for now, basically. That's my point. The neck bandages also a little bit different. I made them cleaner this time. I might go back in to add some more details. But yeah, compared to the old one, this is kind of cleaner. The last ones were just, I don't know why. I was just, like I said, this was like quite rushed. But yeah, they were really like dirty. So I've made them cleaner, but I might need to go back in to add some more details. Because for this texture set, if you are a 3D artist, if you kind of know the terminology, I didn't do any baking for this set of textures. I kind of I just used the base texture and manually painted in height and normal map details, but I didn't have any automatic kind of baked texture maps, so it didn't add like ambient occlusion. So I kind of have to go in and do that manually, like I did. I think I did it somewhere. Don't remember actually. I did some manually on the head in some areas. Like I shaded this darker than this, and yeah. Honestly, I just want to get this set up because the trickiest part for me now, the biggest kind of goal, is to get the fur looking kind of good. Once I have the base set up, I can go back and make variations for the textures. Textures should be easy enough to replace, I think. Especially since Warudo had an update recently. The Warudo is the... or Warudo? I don't know how to pronounce it. They had an update recently where you can override texture maps from within the software. It's the VTuber software I'm using. So in theory, it should be easier for me to kind of replace materials. But even if it isn't, as long as the base character is set up here, it should be easier to rebuild it, recompile it with new textures. So yeah, next big change was the socks. The old model didn't have socks, so I've added some this time. And they're not just any socks, they are grippy socks, if you know what those are. It's kind of like what people in mental institutions are made to wear. Is that the correct term? Mental health institutions, psychiatric homes, and so on. It's to increase grip, you know, so you don't slip and fall. And it seemed fitting for the character. I actually have an idea for like a short or a TikTok or short video where basically I think, yeah, the socks are separate so I can turn them off. And like the character is walking around barefoot and I'm in a laboratory, as I said. Do I have some pictures here? Yeah. Oh, I should use this as a BRB screen. But you know, it's like a tiled floor. So it gets cold, so I'm gonna make like a whole video of, or like a short video of, oh, my character was, you know, I was cold, his feet were cold, and sometimes you spilled something and could slip and fall, so I added grippy socks so he doesn't fall and his feet are warm. And finally, possibly unnecessary detail, underwear. And of course I had to go for the classic hearts. Red hearts on white underwear. Honestly, this is probably never going to be visible unless I accidentally kind of offset the camera or some certain animation kind of exposes the underneath of the character, like from the bottom. But yeah, actually I could show it better like this. Yeah. And I didn't bother with details for the body, like nipples and belly button, because I'm not really planning to show it. But yeah, that's the new texture set. Textures and materials. Socks, underwear. Again, not crazy high detail. I might re-export them as 4K. I added nails as well. The old model had no fingernails, but they're not actually meshes. They're kind of just textures. I don't want to go too close because they look kind of bad. But it's just like one of those things, like, oh, from a distance, you know, quick glance, and you're like, oh, there's nails. It's like, seems normal. But yeah, that's the textures. Now, the main event is the head fur. So the head fur, this is a shader I found online. It's called Warren's Fast Fur, I believe. And he has a free version and a paid version, and I did some tests with the free version. And yeah, quick rough test. and I had some mixed results, but I think if I get the settings just right, I can make it look kind of how I want it to look. So let's give it a shot. Oh, actually, before I do that, earlier I was saving basically screenshots of... Yeah, here I had like my old texture sets, so I was just kind of checking the settings and stuff as a starting point. And these are the old settings for the fur, because it took me a while to get it working in the first place. But before I do that, I need to check the actual brush settings, like how long is the hair. Because obviously it's too fluffy overall, but I think it's just right on the cheeks and the back of ears. It seemed like a good length in the back of the neck, so I need to get a reference to those points. So let me just play and remember how to... What was the button to... I don't want to mess it up. Was it middle mouse? Yeah, middle mouse, I think. Okay, let me reduce the brush size. So here on the bottom, it's 79 thickness density. So I want the thickness... Wait, is that long? Really? Really? Okay, but here around the eyes, you can see it's too long. Oh? Yeah, it's 185. Cheeks is 132. Hold on, I just really don't like this track. Let me skip ahead. Okay, I'm surprised. I thought it was much shorter. Because it looks almost longer here. But it's not. Okay, here it's... Okay, here it's not. 60. Okay, on average it seems it's like 105. Let's go with 105. Just grabbing this as for reference. So this is the cheek. And then I quite liked how it was on the back of the ear, so it seems like on average it's like 45. Let me quickly reference my... Yeah, so in this image, this area seemed quite good. 40, maybe. Let's say 40 to 45. I think the density I kept pretty much the same across. And finally, the back of the neck I thought looked quite good as well. In this picture. Like this area looked quite nice. So seems like it's around 179 across everything. Actually, maybe it's too much actually. I might reduce it a little bit because it gets too fluffy here. Definitely reduce here. I think I'll use the length that it is on the cheeks as a base for the entire head, and then increase it slightly on the back. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So back of the neck. Neck is 179 thickness. Reduce. Reduce slightly. Maybe we try if cheeks are 105. This is 45. Maybe we try like 145 ish. We'll try that, see how it looks. Okay, that's that. So, on the new model, head fur, and we change the shader to fast fur. Ooh, actually, another quick check. Fast fur light, okay. Yep. Just double checking. I wanna, you know, someday I wanna get the full version. I just don't really have the money for it now, but that might improve the look even more. But also, I just wanna learn this, how to use this better, because he has this source map and target map. And I have the separation in my base texture. Oh, actually this breaks the normals a little bit, which is unfortunate. Aggressively hide. Oh boy. So yeah, that's basically what happens. I'm just wondering... Properties. Okay, normal here. Can I... You know what? First, let's... Hi, Phoenix. Yeah, I am just working on some fur. Well, it's actually just a new... It's the same model mostly, but just a cleaned up version. So I have socks now, you know, some small adjustments. But the biggest thing I wanted to get done was fur. I did some quick tests before. This is the old flat version, and then this was just like a very quick test. This is already in the, you know, Warudo, the VTuber software. But it looked quite good in some places, like here behind the ear and the back of the neck and the cheeks. So I brought in my cleaned up model, and now I just wanna make the hair look good, basically. If I can remember how to do it, I think I need... Where is it? I think I need... Yeah, I need to drag this onto the character. No, yeah, I literally just put in the shader, so it just generated the default kind of parameters, and now I am gonna do the adjustments. I grabbed a reference from the old test I did of the parts that looked good, you know, the thickness on the cheeks, behind the ear, and the back of the neck. So I was thinking earlier I'll start with... I think I'll start short. Let's just use the back of the ear as a baseline. So 45 thickness. 45 thickness, and... Is there like a fill button? Don't think so. Anyway, let's just use this as a starting point. Damn, I can't really get behind the... Damn it. Can I get... What? Why can't I get in here? Okay, I'll just adjust that manually later. Oh, obviously for the horns we need to go 0. So 0 thickness, 0 density. Actually, I don't think the density gets affected now. So the horns stay normal, shiny, not hairy. Yeah, this is Unity, because the VTuber software I use, this Warudo, it's built on Unity. So to import custom models, they have an SDK kit, basically. It's like a Unity project, and then you have their tools here to build mods and characters to. So you have to set it up a certain way in Unity, and then compile, or they call it build the mod, set up character, build mod from here, and then bring it into their software. Okay, let's just save this as a starting point. Okay, next. You know, first I'll do all the areas that are going to be 0. So that will be the eyes. So if I just hide the eyes, render nothing here. So obviously behind the eyes we don't want any hair. Maybe a little bit of fall off. Kinda kinda creepy looking. This is my this is gonna be my Halloween version. I just delete the eyes. Instant Halloween costume. Or I paint them black. Like demons in Supernatural. I might have taken a little bit too much away here, but can adjust a little bit later. This music's too intense, hold on. Skipping ahead. Oh, actually there's a setting here I wanted to try. Maybe I need to get out of play mode before I do that. The demons in Supernatural are kind of ass. I guess like the low level demons, yeah, the grunts. The princes of hell though. Actually, how far are you? I mean, I think we find this out kind of early. You know, the whole yellow eyes thing. Because you have like the base level demons with the black eyes, the grunts, and then you have the yellow eye ones, which are kind of like mini bosses, and then you have the red eyed ones, which are, I think, even higher above, or maybe they're kind of equals, the red eyes and the yellow eyes. Okay, ears. Ears. The ears are tricky because I mean everything is tricky because I can't really get all the detail, but they snap their finger, do anything. Yeah. It's kind of funny how, you know, obviously the main characters are gonna have plot armor, but then like this demon, or whoever, some god or anything, they can like snap their fingers and just basically explode a person, you know, or another creature or anything, you know, so they just do that for some random side characters. But when it's the main characters, they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna punch them. I could just snap my fingers and blow them up into dust, but with the main characters, I'm just gonna punch them. And then they lose. The undo button didn't work. That's good. That's great. That's fine. Just want kind of like a smooth transition here. Yeah, it's a bit silly. I liked the early seasons where it was kind of just, you know, ground level small stuff. Like in the later seasons, like I remember when I just don't want to spoil anything, but like how far are you like season wise? Have you watched everything yet or no? Okay, we'll see how this looks. Oh, actually, I think I got my normals back. Yeah, earlier the normals got broken when I added the hair. Wait, but if you know about Lucifer, then... Hold on. He was the main antagonist of season 5. So you must be at least season 5 if you know Lucifer. And if you know... what about... appearances? I think you told me. I just don't remember. I think you said you were like season 5, 7, something like that. People from Purgatory. When was Purgatory? Okay, but does the name Castiel mean anything to you? It should, I think. Wait, Purgatory, that was season 6 or 7, right? Yeah, I think 6 it kind of started, and then 7 properly showed the Purgatory. Okay, well, so talking about demons being lame and stuff, like, what I was gonna say, like, early seasons, it was just, you know, kind of cool, and everything's dark, and like, when angels... Okay, so you saw the Leviathans as well. Yeah, so, dude, the first appearance of angels, it was so kind of cool. Like, fuck, these like super powerful beings, like they were, you know, and then we find out they're not like typical angels. They're kind of, you know, dark and messed up, you know, they're not like all goody two shoes like everyone thinks. And the same with demons. Like, demons used to be this big threat, but then as the seasons went on, it like turned into, you know, that show What We Do in the Shadows about like the vampires. It's like kind of a comedy. It's like, it's kind of like The Office but with vampires, you know. And I feel like that's basically what happened with Supernatural. It's it just turned into The Office, where like demons and angels used to be these scary things, but now they're just like these whatever, you know. It's just like this internal office drama, you know, like heaven and hell are just like corporations basically. It's just yeah, it's definitely fallen off. I just finished season 12 actually. I think there's 15 in total. So yeah, it's kind of a shame. It lost that kind of grittiness, that scary factor. Like at this point, I'm mostly just watching it just to kind of finish it. And you know, it has its moments. You know, like some characters are still kind of funny, kind of cool. But it's definitely not what it used to be in the early seasons. I hope this looks good. I'm trying to add some like peach fuzz, you know, but still have the skin kind of peeking through. It's tricky because it looks so different when I bring it into the software. Like, let me save this and close. Like even switching from the play mode, the edit mode, to scene view, you can see how it's so much different. But then here's my old model, and it looks like this. And then in the software, it looks like this. Let me get the angle. So in Warudo, it looks way different. Main characters are being treated like second-level hunters. By whom? Just by the writing, by the show. I think the biggest issue is just inconsistency, because like they beat these high-level demons, and even Lucifer, I think, yeah, right, yeah, I think that was before Leviathan, so I think you've seen that. Like, they go up against these super high-level crazy beings, but then next episode they struggle with a vampire, you know. It's just the inconsistency of it that kind of brings it down for me. Okay. I just remembered I need to clean the inside of the mouth. So size 0, 0, hairy mouth. Let's just clean this up. Brush your teeth, kids, or your hair is gonna start growing inside your mouth, just like this. And you don't want that. It's kinda nasty. After the Trap Lucifer. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ah, fuck. Wait, why is this so different? I thought I fixed this. I'm pretty sure I fixed this. I mean, fuck it. I can replace the textures later if I have Yeah. To refine the story, it's like this just kind of happens with every show that drags on for so long. The biggest issue is it's just like the stakes keep getting bigger, you know? And like we said earlier, and most people agree, like the early seasons were so good because it was kind of ground level. What's up? Yeah, what about that perfection? Just double screen? Wait. Why are there two? Is this YouTube and Twitch? Because they're like desynced. Yeah, this is like my first time also just testing multi-streaming. I got a plugin for OBS. So I'm just testing out multi-streaming Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Just to kind of see if my PC and internet connection can handle it. On Twitch, my bitrate is kind of jumping up and down, but on YouTube, it says my stream health is healthy. So yeah. Actually, I might also just have different stream latency settings on YouTube and Twitch. Like low latency on Twitch and normal latency on YouTube. I should probably change it on Twitch, to be honest. But yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter too much. And it is a test. But yeah, in Supernatural, the stakes just keep getting bigger and bigger, and it's just every season has to kind of top the last one, you know? It just like has to get crazier and crazier, and then it just kind of... You get tired when every time there's some new world-ending threat, you know? It's like... The first couple seasons, it was like demons and personal revenge. And of course, yeah, sure, even there, like towards the end, it was like, oh, they're gonna open the gates of hell. But, you know, it was smaller in scale, so... Okay, mouth is cleaned. Okay, so... You know what, I'm gonna add a light here. Because I'm getting tired of rotating the directional light. Yeah, characters first, the world after. Okay, my reference. So I have a base of 45 everywhere now, except the 0 part, so that's like behind the ear. So I want it slightly... Actually, do I test this to see how it looks? At this length already? Maybe it's no, actually no, I don't like too much of the base texture is poking through. Now I'll do some very slight slight adjustments. So my plan was to have it slightly longer on the cheeks and slightly longer in the back of the neck. So in the old version, cheeks was 105, so save. Maybe I go 85. Or I'll go 100 and then I'll just use I won't have the brush very strong. I'll have it like half strength. Actually, let me go like 85. Just very slightly increase the cheek areas. And where's my light? Why is my light not lighting? Okay, there. This playlist is like, it's like this guy, White Bat Audio. He does these copyright-free synth music, you know, and there's some really good ones, but a lot of them start sounding kind of samey after a while. It's like he has like a very similar kind of beat that he uses over and over. So I just want to find something new. He had one that was shorter, but it was much more chill. Not this one. He had like one that was like 50 minutes and it was kind of chill. Atmospheric retro wave. I mean, this is new. I haven't heard this one. Maybe this will be good. Yeah, it's like, it's good and it's really cool of him to provide it for free. It's just sometimes it's like gets really samey and I just kind of get tired. Okay, so yeah, I want a little bit more fuzzy on the neck, more on the cheeks, maybe a little bit more here. Oh, actually, need to be careful here because I don't want the bones to get hairy. Oh, and let's fix this as well, actually. It's actually kind of cool that it goes over the bandages a little bit, like from the top, as long as it doesn't clip through the bottom, but it's a little bit hard to control. Like if it kind of peeks over, it's nice. But I don't know, maybe because again, it's gonna look different when I bring it into the other software, so I kind of just don't want to risk it. So maybe I just bring it down. Let's just play it safe and have it. Okay, save. Delete this. Yeah, it doesn't look like much now, but I think when I bring it into Warudo, it's gonna get more puffy looking. Okay, now the scary part, actually exporting it and making it work. Because last time I did it, it took me a few attempts before it actually showed up. So I'm just referencing my old settings here, so oh, actually, fur thickness calibration. Let's look at that. This matches mostly, except for this. I used to have it at 0.2. Okay, this is just like an overall slider if I want to make everything a little bit thicker. I don't want to make it too puffy looking, so for minimum thickness cutoff. Oh, that's okay. It like smooths the transition. I think I'll keep it low. Body shrink, I had 0. Edge geometry, okay, everything else is the same. Next, we have fur shape hairs. This matches, I think. So material properties, I think this is the one that mattered, so smoothness. I guess this would change just kind of how shiny the hair is, maybe. Reflection mask, none. Okay, yeah, it does use my normal map, because earlier I lost it. I got a little bit scared. Okay, it was these special render settings. This, I think this is what, because Warudo, they actually, I think it's built-in render engine, or maybe URP, or maybe the pro version is URP. So like, in theory, like when I started researching like Warudo and all this stuff, like early on, I was under the impression that like nothing like this would work at all, like any kind of special shader settings. But I tested with another shader before, and that worked, but it was kind of bad. And then I used this one, and it also kind of worked. So I don't know. I've beat the system, I guess. Do I have a picture of my... No. But I think this is where... Because I remember it didn't work at all, and then I messed with these settings. And then it did work. But then again... Maybe I was just exporting it differently. Because this is like in-game, Unity, and VR chat. Because this is made to be used in VR chat to get like cool fur effects in VR chat. So I don't actually know how much this affects stuff in my use case. But I kind of just want to... I'll just put everything on medium. Last time I had everything on the fastest. Or almost everything. Okay. I think that's that. And then we have... What else did I change? Lighting. I think this stayed the same. I think we tried out. Now I don't remember if I have to lock in the shader or if I can just export it like this. Let me give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. So I think I press this and then I am in the correct mod and press this, Warudo, mod settings. This will be 0.2.1. I don't know, I don't have an actual version number. Other Mr. Crazy Goat. Build mod. This is always really tense because you don't know, and it succeeded because you don't know if you're just gonna get a bunch of errors or okay, so far so good. Just real quick, I'm gonna do something here. Hold on. Image BRB tape. No errors, so that's very good. I just wanna set up a okay. Very scuffed. I don't have like stuff prepared properly, so it's all kind of just we're doing it live. Fuck it. BRB text temp BRB or be right back. Do we have some cool fonts? Oh, I had like a typewriter font that I used. I don't know if I can remember. If I can remember what it was called. It's like a cool typewriter thing that I used for some socials posts. Where did that go? It just disappeared. What? Nani? How does that work? Screw it. Oh, is the size maybe? Yeah, okay. Just a very rushed BRB screen. One, because I need to go for a second, and two, because I'll be opening Warudo and I don't know if it's gonna pop up my webcam and stuff, so just to be safe. Okay. I am back, but like I said, I will just open the software before I switch back. I think we're good. I think we are safe. So this is the old version. This isn't the one I made now. This was like the first rough test. I have a lot of stuff set up, but I'm wondering if So this is the old version. I'm wondering if I make a whole new scene, because I have a lot of changes. That looks crazy. Wow, it's almost like it's a goat. It's crazy, but it's also a mister because it's a human body. What? I might just set up a whole new scene because I think because like the face movements, I think I made some adjustments on those as well. But also I want to just work with the calibration of the face tracking and stuff, because it's not, you know, I'm limited because I'm using webcam. Maybe I'll switch to iPhone tracking. I ruined it. Damn it. Maybe I'll switch to iPhone tracking at some point just to have better quality, but you know what, let's just go in a completely new scene. So this is gonna be V2 complete. And actually I changed my mind. I will use this scene because like the lighting and stuff is already there, so I'll use this. I'll just re-import the character. So just need to get this guy. Here. I am limited. Yeah. Okay, this is the moment of truth. First of all, if the fucking if the furry, because like it's entirely possible now that I make this switch that the head just disappears. So let's do it. Boom. That's totally what we want to see. Oh, and another press OK, and there's a second error because the first one wasn't enough. Cool. Oh wait, never mind. I know exactly what I did wrong. It's not. It's just me being dumb. It's just me. I'm dumb. That's all. Yeah, that's all. That's the problem. Because I exported it as a mod. I didn't export it as a character. So yeah, they have this distinction of mods that you export, and that's for like props and you know, like models and accessories. I forgot to set up a character, that's it. Before I do that, I will make a copy. Backup copy. Always keep backups, just in case everything goes horribly wrong. And now we do set up character. Success! I like success. And then we export. Ooh, I don't like how it's shifted down. That doesn't seem good. Also don't like how the socks are disappearing when I get closer. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, not loving that, but why is that happening? Maybe it's fine. Maybe... I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. And now we... Now we build mod? I think. And then we fix, delete this, and we bring in the new one. Oh yeah, this is the other shader I was experimenting with, I think. Or maybe not. Wait. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, this one. This is another shader I was experimenting with. Obviously not great. But this is not the new one. Okay, now I'm switching to the new one. Hopefully works. Oh. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. Why did it... I already knew what you're gonna say. Ooh, ooh. The blend shapes are kinda... I mean, I need to do some calibration. But... yeah, I don't know why it just... When I built the character, why it pushed it down like that. Like it changed the pivot, the anchor of the character. Is there some setting? Animation. foot IK, maybe? For a... Wait. Wait a minute. It's not even tiny, it's just glitching to the floor, but look what happens when I enable foot IK. What? We're doing yoga now. Ooh, actually, is this as simple as just... Maybe... Oh no. I thought it would detect the ground and then it would fix itself. Oh well. Okay. Anyway, let's look at the fur. Oh, and the socks. Okay, the socks are fine. Obviously there's some clipping issues with the... Man. And here I thought I was so close to the finish line. I mean, this, I think I have to go back to repaint the weights. The weights of the gown mesh. But the fur... Oh. Wait a minute. Why is it transparent? You see that? Like, I can see through... It's very faint, but I can see through the head. It's like slightly transparent. That's weird. That's not good. Wait, I don't... Hold on. I just... Because sometimes it's like... Is this something that was an issue before and I just didn't notice? Or is this a new issue? So... No, this is the old one. This one. Wait. No, but this is something new. This is something new. Because look, I have screenshots from before. Yeah, look at these screenshots. It's definitely not transparent. You definitely can't, like this white box on the wall, you would be able to see it through. So yeah, there's some step I've missed. Or some setting. Meshes. Okay, there is... Okay, there's one thing I didn't do that might affect this. Oh, it's really laggy for some reason. It's very floaty. Okay. It's never easy, is it? It's never straightforward. Okay, so just switching back to a working one. And let's delete this one. this one. Oh, there's more set, or is this just for the... No, this is just for that. There's this setting called Lock-In Optimized Shader. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. Because I remember trying to use it, but I don't know if it ever worked or not. Occlusion. Okay, I'll try it. Lock in. We're locking in. Yeah, see, this is what happened before as well. So I don't think I used this before. It says hidden locked. Unlock. Madcap. So what did I do to make it work last time? Because I had this similar issue before where, not the transparency, that's new. But I had this issue where the head disappears. Render is all same except for the quality. Is it... Okay, one thing I can try is the thickness. Cutoff. Maybe it's too thin. That's peeking through. Everything else is the same. Hairs. Here everything's the same. Material. Albedo. Properties. Smoothness. Use metallic alpha. Oh, here I had 0.5 before. I could just use this to compare. This is the last working version, I think, so... Transparency. How see-through the hairs are. No, I didn't change anything here. Lighting. Let me just grab this. minus occlusion. Oops. I like how the music got like really mysterious as well while I'm like here investigating, trying to figure out what's wrong. Very, very fitting. It's like this mystery, darkness. Why is the mesh transparent? Okay, so compare it to this one lighting. This is the same. One 0 5 10 0. Emission, occlusion. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so like the only difference first shape. Wait, do I need to, maybe I need to create oh, fur lighting engine, simple lighting, and this has oh, this is advanced lighting. Okay. Okay, I'll change to simple, and the only other difference is these settings. So I had 16, I had here I had fastest, here I had fast. I had everything on fastest here because I don't know which one actually affects my build. Okay. Make another copy. Tweaked backup. And another thing, I don't remember if I included this or not in the export. What? Why is the pivot wrong? It's correct on this. Rig. Configure. That's cool. I didn't even know this was a thing here. It's like a quick way to test the rig. That's nice. Had no idea. If I tested it here, I would have noticed the issue with this. Not that I can fix it here. I would have to go back to the model. Just the weights and stuff. But I noticed the pivot changed. It's already changed on this version. It's not even after. It's not even after building the character. It's already wrong here. which makes me worried. Hold on, I'm just gonna check something. Did I export it wrong from the 3D software, from the actual model? Was it really just a huge oversight on my part? No, actually, I need to wrap this up and run to the store real quick. So maybe after you eat, we could play. I need to wrap this up and go. Fuck. Okay, yeah, the model, it's the group. Okay, I found the issue. Yeah, I exported the wrong pivot for the actual model. That's not even an issue with any of this. Well, I'm wrapping this up in the next 10 minutes, in 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm going, and I'll be gone probably like 30, 35, so it's gonna be just awkward timing, unfortunately. So I have to fix the pivot. I don't think there's any way to change it in Unity. Unity... change pivot. You can create a custom pivot. But I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna cause issues. Okay, let's do one last export. Final export test to change the settings. Why is the pivot not? The pivot is here. Isn't the pivot supposed to stay when I drag this in? So why is this wrong? Minus 0.5. Why can't I just... Oh, this is pissing me off. I thought the whole point of this was to just be easy to... Okay. Okay, so we have a reset pivot. What? What? Okay, no, actually, never mind. This is fine. And then I drag all this up. Okay, that should be better. I just hope this doesn't break anything in regards to the export. Okay, final attempt. Fixed pivot. Change some settings on the fur. Warudo. Setup character. Yeah, see, now this... I think this might be an issue because it can't see. It has to be this because it has the animator. Setup character has animator true, has bones false. No, yeah, I can't. I need to just re-export the base model. But that's not too big of a deal. I'll just have to reapply like materials and stuff here. Or yeah, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. I'll fix that later. Yes. So we're gonna test the fur. That's what matters now. How out of nowhere just some new bug appeared, I don't know, but it did, fortunately. Oh, actually I'm noticing something interesting. Okay, if it's still not working, then I have another idea. Because I'm looking through the old versions I exported, and it used to bring a meta file, like Unity, you know, when you have assets, it has like a meta file sometimes attached to it. And on this old version, it had a meta file. On this one, it doesn't. But wait, did I import it? Wait, is this the old one or is this the new one? Why does it say 430? I just exported it. Assets. Oh no, never mind. I need to export it here. Character. Do I select everything maybe? No, it should all be included. Okay, now Warudo build mod. Okay. Still no meta file, but we'll try it out. Okay, last attempt before we call it, and then I'll probably try more later. Fuck, I got scared for a second because I thought this drain was my eye. I thought like my eye just got blown up, out of, like scaled up. From a distance, it looks like we're okay actually. Let me just bring this up. Okay, I think we're okay. Oh fuck. Okay, never mind. Wait, but how do I test this? Like, when does it become obvious? Okay, here I can see I need something bright. I need like a bright object. And it's best with like, okay, maybe the TV here. Yeah, look, from a distance, it's not even, you can't see. It's from around here that you start to notice it. And then when you're really close, it's obvious. I think it's slightly better. Weird. Let me just take my old version. But the old version broke now too, and I definitely didn't have this issue before. I'm sure of it. Is it some settings here? Is it the lighting? Or maybe it's the camera. Properties. Okay, wait, this is something. If I disable ambient occlusion, it fixes it, but wait, does it fix it? Yeah, it fixes it, and I still have fur. Wait. Wait, I can't tell. Yeah, it fixes it, but I don't know, I kind of really want to have ambient occlusion. And I'm pretty sure it worked with it before. So maybe... maybe some settings. Like, I'm pretty sure I had it. His eye. It's because I'm just not calibrated. I haven't. Like it's a model. Some changes to the model, and I haven't like recalibrated the tracker, like the face tracking. I can do a quick. I think it's also just limitations of the webcam tracking, but I'll just turn it off. I am lost. Hold on, let me, in these old screenshots. You know, my old test, I was actually using a different scene. Fur test. Okay, so this version, you can see it's not, this is the old, like the rough test I did. Definitely can't see through. So now the big question is, do we... Oh, wait a minute. Oh no. Wait. Oh, so it is ambient. I thought I had it on last time. Okay, so it is ambient occlusion. That's... So this is a older version that's more calibrated, so you can see the eyes don't twitch like crazy. See, I just need to just do some stuff for the new version. Shit, okay, so if I want fur, I can't have ambient occlusion. Ah, look how tiny he is. Here he's actually tiny, like compared to this room. Balls, that actually sucks. I mean... Because, okay. Because, like, if we just look at the room as a whole, this is how it looks normally. That's a child? No. No. So this is how things look normally. Because, like, later I'm gonna have some props in the room as well. So let's say, look at the TV, the door, everything. From a distance, without ambient occlusion, you know, it's like everything just gets really flat. So I kind of really want to have ambient occlusion, but it breaks the fur. Well, that's a dilemma. Do I want a better looking kind of environment and cohesion of like assets? Because I'm gonna have more props, you know, like a bed and some decorative stuff. Everything just, I mean, it's ambient occlusion. You need to have ambient occlusion. Everything just looks better with it. Like with this, it's just kind of, everything's just flat. So I could explore the settings a bit more for this. Yeah, anyway, I have to go. I'll, Ooh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Because right now I have one material that is the texture for the skin, for the head fur. And the shader is using that texture, that layer of material to generate the hair. So it's probably some issue of just... Ooh, actually I have two ideas. Okay, I need to write this down. Wait, cat, please. Two ideas. Okay, let me just note this so I don't forget. Issue in Warudo. Head transparent if ambient occlusion on camera enabled. Ideas for fix. One. So first idea. I basically have two layers for the head. So I added additional material that would act as the base texture. Oh, but can I actually do that? Because if I add another material here, it's gonna replace this. I think I need to do in the 3D software, I need to apply a second material, but they can't share the same polygons. So then I have to double layer the mesh, but I've tried that before and that has a whole nother set of issues. Shit, okay. Could potentially still work. So somehow double material layer for head, use one for base skin, for a flat base skin, basic flat base skin material, and the other would be the fur shader. Okay, that's my one idea. The second idea, if I just take a quick look here. You see this density slider? Because so far I've been only adjusting thickness. I haven't even done combing, but my hair is not, or my fur isn't long enough for it to really matter, I don't think. I am curious if I increase the density to max or close to max. See, even my cat is telling me that I have to go. If I increase the density, is it still gonna look like fur though? It kind of just looks like a flat texture. Kinda, maybe. So yeah, maybe it's this density thing that, because it was like at 80 or something by default, or 128. So it's only like medium density, so it's just like partially transparent. Okay, so that's my second idea. Increase density of fur in the grooming window, the grooming stage. Yeah. So maybe I increase the density and then it's just not gonna let any light through. So that could be another fix. But yeah, I really have to go. Alternatively, if neither works, just keep messing with settings. Worst case, I give up on the fur because I think having ambient occlusion is kind of more important than fur. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, but I gotta go. This was a good session. It's actually kind of nice streaming this because it kind of forces me to actually work on this stuff. And also it was a good test to see if multi-streaming works because it's like a new plugin I got and I wanted to see if I can do Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But yeah, of course I'll review the... Yes, Kitty, I know, I have to go. I know, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I'll review the footage and see how the quality and everything is, but yeah, might be back later. Wanna figure this stuff out. Okay, bye bye.